came with fire, they came with guns. Now we dey cry for our daughters and sons. Our villages burn, our people flee. We live in fear, no place to be. This one a scam, we never start. Now pain and sorrow, they tear us apart. But the nation call with open hands. DDR, go help us stand. From the grip of fear and blood, we go rise again with God. Hey, 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 Nkom massa. We the Cameroonians, we pledge our loyalty. Nkom massa, you shall free our land from terror. Oh, Nkom massa, eh. Your blessing will shine like stars above, and the Most High God shall be your guide, shall be your guide. Children when no go school, ghost town, stone market to tomb. They promise freedom, bring us chains, but now we rise to break that pain. We say no more to blood and hate. We choose the path to a peaceful state. My country people talk I'm true. Say peace go start with me and you. Cries from the grass fields, our mothers born picking for bush. No hospital.
Hello, my country people them. Today, na number 21 day for November 2025, and no be really get plenty time we announce this live broadcast. So now only a few minutes ago, about an hour ago, I announced them. I get a few things that I do so I decide for country with una. I want to give una my own analysis and opinions about some news and updates and things and whether they happen inside Cameroon. People they don't ask me questions about a few things and hopefully I go fit impact one or two people their lives and that is all that matters. So like I talked today, now Friday number 21 day for November 2025, and when I don't hear Minister Tchiroma, it be come out a couple of days ago. A talk and then he talk said today they call on all Cameroonians for observe a 1 minute silence and also for lock themselves inside house for declare today as a day of mourning. So if you did join, we leave in the comment section who side they watch from and how you or if you observe the day of mourning where is Tchiroma a column and how you observe them. So we'll also talk briefly about Nnamdi Kanu, what really happened on the international scene, President Donald Trump, President Biya, the Pope, and a few other things that might contribute to them. So we'll go straight to the live broadcast in a minute, my contribute them. But first, Cameroonianness, of course.
Hail, hail, hail the Nkom massa. We the Cameroonians, we pledge our loyalty. Kumkumasa, Kumkumasa, you shall free our country from terror. And your blessing shall be like the stars above. The Most High God shall be your guide.
Thank you plenty my country people them. Like I talked today na Friday, 21 day for November 2025. Countryman, it bring with us some news and updates them and analysis, of course. So we'll get a few people the way they don't join. We leave your comment in the comment section and tell we where you watch from, and tell we if you observe today as a day of mourning, as Tchiroma, a don't call on Cameroonians for stay for house and observe today as the day of mourning. So I will bring one or two videos them as well. But first, I want to give this news where una fit see the picture where it day on the screen, where in news where it come out a few days ago from Biya Lem, where the news I get them from Okana Clovisna say at least 8 victims unarmed civilians they've been murdered, executed by ambassador terrorists where call itself FM Focus for the village they call them say Pondo Balue under Ndian division. Will be share the video and picture of the victims. The victims, me, I don't personally see I'm not 2 victims, but I hear saying that up to 8 people they be shot in that terror attack from Ndian, my country people them. And the question where I ask on that, I say, where are the elites of Ndian? Are you watching? When they see what really happen in Ndian and what we go do about it? Because when I know if leave some Arata Tumbushi no why blast like so-called FM Focus, they terrorize una people them for 8 years, and una they act like say una not get the powers and the capability for do anything. It is either una don't abandon una own people them to their fate, or una don't actually they demonstrate or basically tell the whole world say una don't know what to for do, which is not good enough. Whether when I abandon when I people them is not good enough, or say when I don't know what to do, it's also not good enough. So now the news that my country for them, we move on to the next news. This one now from Northwest region. A couple of days ago on the 19th of November, Fondu, when I see this young man with there on the screen, it be only there between the age of 13 and 15-ish, even a young Bororo boy where able to study, learn the mechanic trade. Amber terrorists, they kidnap he. A few days later, they behead it and then they throw away their body for corner their papari compound. Now, which that way happen for Ndu? Terrible atrocity. Literally, human beings to be beheaded. Faced with that reality, knowing how many people they kill from Dian just a few days ago and a couple of days ago for Ndu, what will happen for Ndu, and at least 6 priests they've also been kidnapped in Bui division as well, and what will happen for Sabga, where Amber terrorists they can kill 3 people and dead and dozens other to be injured. And then I can go on and on and on with the beheading of Madame Ayafo Florence, with the terror attacks and other things of the bombing of Cambe Grandstand and a bunch of other terror attacks and where they don't happen in the Anglophone zone in the past few years. Then now, why that way? Faced with that reality, I go can't play for now. It's actually my message, but first I go tell una wait where I post them this morning. That the message that we did on the screen, where I talk to the day of mourning, as Issa Chiroma we call them, it don't be rejected in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon. And yes, me I support him. I don't want the Anglophone people there for suffer anymore. We don't suffer enough for try to change this country. And all along, as we be the suffer for bring multi-party democracy, for change this country, the people the way they benefit and where they will fight against the Anglophones them, na Issa Chiroma. In person, in particular, no mean I say na people then like Issa Chiroma. No, I talk specifically Issa Chiroma as a human being. So I talk say Issa Chiroma want to declare a day of mourning for about 20 people the way they don't lost their life for this post-election protest will happen in the past 1 month for Cameroon. 1 month. And I want to remember, say, for the past 8 years, more than 8,000 Anglophones, they don't be killed in the most brutal manner, beheadings, school picking, they be stopped from going to school. And about 1 million people, they don't be displaced. Who's that? Tchiroma be there. You don't care about Anglophones them. I know. When I can't talk, say, but he be apologize. Ask yourself why he apologize. Because he want your vote. He want something from you. That is not enough. For me, by the way, so I'm talking now for myself as an individual and as a leader of also a movement and people the way they listen to me. All Anglophones them are the ask una. Say make una go about una business. Whether na the amber terrorists so-called ghost town or lockdown, make una no respect them. Whether na Tchiroma own, make una no respect them. Any person will try to stop una from enjoying una peaceful life, una know what to do with you. We Anglophones we don't suffer enough. So Anglophones, they don't reject Tchiroma, a so-called ghost town or lockdown or whatever they call them, for say they mourn 20 people the way they die for post-election protest for put ye as president of Cameroon. Meanwhile, for 8 years, they don't kill we, behead we. And I know when I can't leave come and say, but na Tchiroma be the kill na, but na Tchiroma. He was a member of government. If you know the whole person when a member of government, you go hold now. So when I dey under for this post, when I can't leave comment them attacking me. The human being will never ever chop Cameroon government money, never ever be minister for Cameroon, never ever support President Paul Biya, never ever campaign, contribute money, or vote for Paul Biya. When I can't support the person when na ye, it put Paul Biya, what's our way day? Campaign for Paul Biya, support Paul Biya, take position for Paul Biya government. When I will support that man and then castigate me when I don't craze. So I don't really care where to be your politics. I don't care where to be your opinion. I get my own opinion. And my own opinion, I defend na Cameroon, I defend the people of Cameroon, specifically people for northwest and southwest region of Cameroon, because they don't suffer enough for that country. So we're not going to suffer again, we're not going to bleed again for say one for fight for politics for Cameroon, whether now will become president or whatever nonsense. They're going to fight them. Whoever I win, we Anglophones then we can't talk say, okay, Papa, we want to negotiate our own living together, vivre ensemble for the Cameroon. Wait till you get them for Giwi. But we're not going to fight for you for win. Because we don't see and say, oh, una, then at the same pot soup. Whether na Paul Biya or Tchiroma, una then at the same pot soup. We swallow tear gas, ghost towns them, lockdowns them. And this one in the 90s, so before multi-parties, even in the 80s, when Tchiroma was still in prison. Now we Anglophones they fight today, they even move Tchiroma for prison. Now we. So before you leave a stupid comment from my comment section, think twice. So I talk say we Anglophones that would they reject any lockdown. I don't care who call them. And I can't play for una the video where Tchiroma live yesterday or 2 days ago, the 19th of November. Now listen.
Cameroonian, my dear compatriot, ladies and gentlemen, a few days ago, I gave the illegitimate regime a 48 hours deadline to proceed with the immediate release of all political prisoners and arbitrary detainees. In that time, only small number among the thousands of detainees, mostly minor who should never have been there, have been released from their cells. I take note of that. However, the gesture remains very insufficient. It is merely a masquerade aiming at deceiving our people. There are still many, far too many, in detention, and arrest continue. Him has chosen to disregard this appeal, just as it has disregarded your votes, your voices, and even your lives. Since then, I have remained silent. I have listened. I have observed. It is therefore my duty today to break this silence. I address you with seriousness, solemnity, and respect. On October 12, 2025, you spoke. You made your choice. And for daring to defend that choice, some Cameroonians have fallen under the bullet of a desperate regime. They fell in the streets of our city, hunted down, beaten, and tortured. They fell so that the truth may live. They were minor, young adult, father, and brave mother. They were Cameroonian. They are today our martyrs. In their memory, in homage to their sacrifice, and in fidelity to our common oath, in my capacity as a president-elect, I decided that Friday, November 21, 2025, as a national day of mourning. This day will be a public holiday throughout the national territory. No businesses, no office, no administrative services should operate. This will not be an ordinary day. It will be a day of silence, remembrance, and reflection. I invite you to observe a minute of silence exactly at noon, 12 p.m. throughout the national territory and in the diaspora, united in grief but standing in dignity. I call upon believers of all faiths to gather in their place of worship, to pray, to entrust to God the souls of our loved one, to sanctify the memory of the righteous struggle. This coming Friday, November 21, will not only be a tribute, it will be an act of resistance, a collective offering in memory of those who have fallen. Like the hero of 1955, those of May 26, 1990, or the uprisings of 2008, who never received a national recognition, the martyrs of this electoral crisis will enter the history of free Cameroon. We will thus present to the world an image of a united dignified, and supportive people who yield neither to fear nor to electoral theft, and do continue in honor to build the Republic of the sovereign people. A support fund for the victims will also be established. We will clarify the detail in due time. To all I say, this day unites us in sorrow, but also in the promise of a better tomorrow. A tomorrow where justice will replace impunity, where education, health, and infrastructure will be the priority.
Okay, my contributor. So basically, Tchiroma go on for talk about, say, no go betray and no go negotiate with Cameroon government. Okay. Now, wait away. Why me I chuckle a little bit? No, mean I'm out of disrespect now because of one other thing where he mentioned. It talk about 1955 heroes. It talk about people like Felix Moumier and Ruben Omnyobe. How I wish Ruben Omnyobe them and Felix Moumier them they been negotiate with the Cameroon government and the French in the 1950s. How I wish, because if they be negotiated, we know for they was away with day today. Now their failures for negotiate will lead Cameroon down the path we with day today. Make I explain that for now in a few short minutes. So the 1955 heroes, where they call them, they are dead and gone. And what did they achieve for Cameroon? Nada, zilch, nothing. What did they achieve? Even Cameroonians do not recognize them. What are the monuments that they build for them? It don't exist. You know why? They lost. They lost. They fought the colonialists, the French, yes, but they lost. And when I know how the loss is, Amadou Ahidjo, yes. Now, Amadou Ahidjo, when I know who will be the first prime minister for Cameroon, wait to be that pie name again. I don't even forget when I type and send out a comment section. The first prime minister for Cameroon, now he be even supposed to lead Cameroon, the Cameroons under French administration to independence. That man worked for Cameroon. Now the real heroes and that for Cameroon. But the French, they choose Amadou Ahidjo. Amadou Ahidjo even launched some kind of a coup d'etat for takeover. Okay, he became prime minister for Cameroon now. What did Amadou Ahidjo go on for do? Systematically wipe out all these people, them, the Felix Moumier them, Ruben Omnyobe them, systematically kill all of them, wipe them out. And I don't blame Amadou Ahidjo for that because these people refused to compromise. They refused to negotiate. So Andre Marin Binda, thank you so much, Dean Fuller. That's the name I was looking for. They don't put them Dean Fuller. Don't put them Andre Marie Binda. It be supposed now he be the first prime minister for Cameroon. Now he be the person where it be supposed to lead Cameroon into independence. Okay, Amadou Ahidjo a connive with the French. So now the French is supporting it become prime minister for Cameroon. Andre Marie Binda a no fight. A step back, continue for the advocate for Cameroon. But when Amadou Ahidjo now, it take Cameroon now, it lead Cameroon towards independence. Time when Cameroon become independent, what does Amadou Ahidjo do? It systematically ban all political opposition for Cameroon. Ban them. So even Andre Marin Binda, it no be talk. They ban it, they frustrate the man in life until the man die a wretched man. Now the people that they fight for Cameroon the independence, and then the other one them Ruben Omnyobe them, Felix Moumier them, they systematically kill them, all the Makiza them, and all of the people that they be fight for Cameroon independence, they kill them, and then they losses in history because they be denied for be flexible, they be denied for negotiate, they be denied for accept the deal where Amadou Ahidjo be offered them. So when they come out for bush, come, we don't really get the independence now, and then we will share power, we will work together for build a better Cameroon. They denied them, they remain for Bush, they continue for the fight. So Amadou Ahidjo go back for France, he go bring the French military, he can't help wipe them out, wipe the Makizadem, wipe Ruben Nyobedem, Felix Mumiedem, wipe them out, and then become an authoritarian, wipe out all political opposition, wipe out all dissidents. 1961, so Southern Cameroon, it joined French Cameroon, now it become one country. And Amadou Ahidjo now, he get all this power for East Cameroon, but then for Southern Cameroon or West Cameroon at that time, they will still get political opposition, KNDP and other political parties. Out of our own Anglophone incompetence, ineptitude, political immaturity, and infighting, our forefathers from John Gufoncha, Estimuna them, and Endele them, they accept for 1966 for dissolve their political parties for can join Amadou Ahidjo, CNU, one party system inside Cameroon. Now, what is that? Now, the legacy that for Amadou Ahidjo for Cameroon, it would take decades now, and then Paul Biya come. Not Mike, I don't jump small. For 1982, Amadou Ahidjo resigned. Paul Biya take over as the president under the CNU, and then now Amadou Ahidjo one come back for can be president for country. Then yeah, Paul Biya they start fight. By 1984, 2 years later, they get an attempted coup d'etat for Cameroon where they notice them. They try to take over power. Issa Tchiroma Bibina, one of the people then where they be arrested and locked up as planning the coup d'etat for Cameroon. For 1984, it be locked up. Now, for then, that's in 1984, President Paul Biya now create his own CPDM party now and then ban the CNU. Still, one party system for Cameroon. Now, 1984 that. Now, towards the late 80s now who come back or can bring multi-party democracy for Cameroon? Now, who fight, die, chop tear gas? People, they die. We pay with sweat, blood, and tears for bring multi-party system inside Cameroon. Now, who? Bamenda man, Anglophones them. For Kumba, for Boya, for Bamenda. When I remember the days of, what did they call them again? Operation, what were they called again? They were not called ghost towns. I go remember and can't tell now. Tear gas for Bamenda. Police in riot gear. They brutalize them, shoot people and kill them. We fight in the late 80s to the early 90s for multi-party democracy for Cameroon. Finally, President Paul Biya accept. Now we bring multi-party democracy. As a result of that, it grant amnesty for political oppositions or political prisoners like Issa Tchiroma. They come out for prison because of what we win on West people and Bamenda people that do them. We fight for bring multi-party democracy for Cameroon. This one are just some small background. If we not know why we made the talk say we Anglophones don't suffer enough for this country. Now early 90s, now they get presidential election where many people they talk say need John Front to be even win. At that time, Bello Boba Maigari, they go create their own political parties. Instead of can't join we for get a formidable force for fight Paul Biya so that make a change country. No, they go create their own parties because we Anglophones they don't fight. Now that time for chop, them can't chop them. They form the UNDP, which is fantastic. It's all right. They form the UNDP. It's actually been a militant under UNDP, under Bello Boba Maigari. Paul Biya go see Issa Tchiroma for back. They say, listen, can't join with for government, make we begin do what thing. Issa Tchiroma sell out. He sell UNDP, sell Bello Boba Maigari for go join Paul Biya for government. These are historical facts when I go read them. Now when our history it is. Then create your own political party, the FSNC. Now, he go join President Paul Biya. UNDP to Bello Boba to go join President Paul Biya. Now they turn now start fight against the Niger Front, the people the way they bring multi-party democracy for Cameroon. Niger Front it make mistake because Emia Bibina Yitu are for negotiate with Paul Biya, accept my own position then too for government, like how Issa Tchiroma they be do and Bello Boba Maigari they be do are for do Anglophone people then we don't suffer. Make the suffer no continue. Make we stop them. We don't suffer enough for Cameroon. We don't suffer enough. We don't pay with blood, sweat, tears. Enough is enough. If we want to change Cameroon now, make we not change them. Make we not pay the price. We not francophones them. We not know this. We not Douala people them. We not what do they call it? Bassa. We not pay the price. I know when we want to bring about 1955. We not fight for 1955. No be concerned we Anglophones them. We not be being a part of Cameroons under French administration. We don't understand. So the heroes then for 1955, now today, Issa Tchiroma, remember, I said they exist. It only called them because of political expediency. Because it want for bring in the Bamileke for supporting. When I remember Brigade Anti-Sarina, now why they talk so? Because it want support, just like how we can apologize. Now why I hate politicians and I hate politics. because politicians are slimy. They go talk now what way they think say you want for here. They don't be sincere. The apology now only when it needs something from you. Before presidential election, you want here, it's that Tchiroma say one go Senegal for go visit Amadou Ahidjo a grave. This one talks to one go Senegal for go visit Amadou Ahidjo a grave. When I only remember Amadou Ahidjo now because the election they come. Okay, now presidential election don't pass. How many of them, when I don't see them now, they pay flight to go Senegal for go visit Amadou Ahidjo a grave? How many? Because they think you're stupid. They think they will be stupid. They play small stupid games. Them. If you bring with picture, can't show and say, me I be visit Amadou Ahidjo a grave for Senegal 3 years ago, when me I just joined politics, or when me I become parliamentarian. We will respect, we'll talk say, wow, na person this will care about Cameroon. You know, go wait until presidential election, or like Joshua OC, presidential election don't come. Now that time, you go, I go visit Felix Mumie, Ruben Omniobeye grave. Why? For take picture for corner day, things say we will vote you because of that stupid picture. Why you never ever visit that grave? Why you not be visit them 3 years ago? Now only because election they can that time that way. When I want to go take stupid picture there for work a full people then. How stupid do you think people are? Now why they are say these politicians they don't even be serious. Sorry, say we don't even be live for already 30 minutes, and I don't even want to be live for too long today. And make we move on to the next which we are bringing up for my contribution. So I want for playful now this next video now. Before I play for now this next video, my contributor, I want to put this graphic on the screen. This graphic when I see them, Capo Daniel and Christopher Anu today, now the biggest proponents and propagandists and surrogates them for Tchiroma today. Now the people in that way they say they be Ambazonians, even Chris Anu, it be denied, say make people no vote. As a matter of fact, they come out for outside shoot gun for stop people, they made no vote. People the way they for probably vote for Tchiroma, they disturb, say make people no vote, say lockdown. And then today, the same Chris Anu, they cry, say they want make Tchiroma become president for Cameroon. If they tell una say they understand these people, they una listen to what Chris Anu talk yesterday about this Tchiroma video. When I listen, then I go talk after.
Tchiroma Bakary finally broke his long silence. He addressed the Cameroonian people and called for a national day, for a one-day ghost town. A symbolic stand against a regime that refuses to hear, a regime that refuses to heal, and refuses to accept the will of its citizens. And let us be clear, ghost towns have power. They shake economies. They send messages. They demonstrate unity, the unity of the people. They remind dictators that the streets do not belong to armored cars, but to the citizens who walk them. So yes, the call for a ghost town is welcome. It is necessary, and it is strategic too. However, Cameroonians are asking a deeper question. Is it enough? For weeks now since the election, since the stolen victory, since the inauguration that only the regime attended, the people have been waiting for direction, waiting for leadership, waiting for a voice that would guide them through this defining moment in history. It is now more than a month since the fraudulent inauguration of Paul Biya, and millions who believe in Tchiroma, who saw in him their last hope, who risked their lives casting votes for him, they are now becoming anxious. They are asking, where is he? What is next? How do we sustain this revolution he declared? And this is the truth that must be spoken, not out of malice, but out of love for the struggle and respect for the millions who stood behind Tchiroma. Mr. Tchiroma, while ghost towns are good, ghost towns are not enough. Symbols must be coupled with strategy. Silence must be replaced with direction. And the energy of the people must be channeled into coherent, actionable, visible projects. The revolution needs momentum, and momentum cannot survive in darkness. Let us revisit the last major directive he issued, talking about the 48-hour ultimatum demanding the release of political prisoners and detainees. The entire nation stood still. People held their breath. The regime trembled, not because it feared Mr. Tchiroma alone, but because it feared the millions standing behind him. But after the ultimatum expired, only a few inconsequential detainees were released. Individuals whose release, though welcome, did not reflect the weight of the ultimatum or the seriousness of the moment. And then came silence. No follow-up, no plan B, no clarification, no public explanation, nothing from the man who declared a revolution, nothing from a communication team, if one even exists. The population was left suspended, supporters bewildered, asking whether their leader has withdrawn, whether he is recalibrating, or whether he has simply gone quiet. This vacuum of information is dangerous, to say the least. It drains momentum. It gives the regime confidence, and it leaves the people discouraged and withdrawn. No one is asking Mr. Tchiroma to be on television every week or to speak daily. Of course not. Revolutions are not built on noise. They are built on strategy. But revolutions also require a steady heartbeat, a channel, a medium, a structure that keeps the people informed, connected, and engaged. Right now, that heartbeat is faint. The revolution feels disjointed. And communication, its lifeblood, is almost non-existent, ladies and gentlemen. Think about this. As of today, as I speak to you now, neither his campaign nor the revolution has even a website. Not one. This is 2025, not 1992. The idea that a national movement, one that stands on the threshold of historical change, can run solely on a Facebook page is not just insufficient, it is dangerous. It weakens credibility. It limits reach. It kills seriousness. You cannot confront a ruthless, well-oiled regime in Yaoundé with improvised communication. You cannot run a revolution without an official platform to articulate vision, outline strategy, document abuses, and mobilize supporters and provide daily updates. It is impossible to do that. The people need a digital home, a center of gravity.
Okay, my contributor. So now Chris Anu that it give advice to Tchiroma how to run a revolution, because Chris Anu himself it don't run a very successful revolution for get independent for Amazonia. I just could not help myself. So, but then of course, wait till Chris Anu they talk, it be very valid. Them actually want Tchiroma for succeed, but they are frustrated. If you see for Chris Anu face, they are frustrated. Okay, and this point where it talk I accept, I agree as well. Tchiroma, he run a presidential campaign for be president of the Republic of Cameroon. I'm not sure he get website. Una tell me if una know if inside Tchiroma get a website. Una put them for comment section if una know, because me I don't know. Chris Anu talk say they don't get them. Me yourself, I don't check them. Okay, well, Mercy, that's a good question. Some person don't leave a comment. It talks say, does Paul Biya have a website? Yes. First of all, Paul Biya, ma te una. Paul Biya, ma adikam, ma show una something. Una bear with me. Una bear with me 1 second, because sometimes it's fine for put information on the screen for una for see up. Una bear with me. I want to share my screen with una, okay? I want to share my screen with una. I hope so when I see this screen. When I see I'm no. This screen way at the show, I talk for you. DJ Eric, let me see. DJ Eric, let me see. At the answer na your question now. Very good question. Does Paul Biya have a website? Good question. Now, at the show una this website where una see am for here. Una fit see ma copy. Una see this website no. I will put them for comment section for una for help una, or ma put them on the screen. I'd not be planned for do this, so now why that way? Okay, so ma show I'm on the screen. Now the link to the website that way is there on the screen. If you see I'm www.northwestcpdmaction.com. This one now the official website for Northwest alone. See, ma go for the homepage. Now the homepage that Northwest region, the birthplace of the CPDM. The CPDM, okay, the CPDM, it get website just for the Northwest, just for Northwest. So for the campaign, for the presidential election, you get, they get updates, they get news. Now they talk, ministers them, where they be appointed, just Northwest. You get Minister Paul Antanganje, Acharo, Somundam, Paul Gogo Mofu, Callistus, and the rest. Now the ministers and that. Okay, Minister Felix Bayou, Asheri Kilo, and then head of divisional campaign committees them. You know, for Bui Division, Fire Yengo Francis or Boyo Division, for Ndonga Mantung, for Unalukam. Now the organization this for Mezabi, Minister Felix Bayou, for Momo, and the rest. Now the organization this just for Northwest. The Northwest region alone for CPDM. Now their website is now live website is what they show now. Now live website is okay. So you get all the divisions for Northwest. If you want for go for Momo, for instance, you select Momo. They would talk about realization of project. They get news where they update people. Them, you know, our president. They talk about President Paul Biya. Okay, His Excellency Paul Biya. They give una resume, primary school, higher education, diplomas. Then we get them and all of these things. Them projects, activities. Them you go region by region. Now the website just for the CPDM Northwest region alone. Southwest get its own website different. Littoral, Central, South, Far North, they get their own. And then the CPDM subsection committee for United Kingdom get their own website, get their own Facebook page, get their own organization. So the person will be asked this question. DJ Eric Lemesi, does that answer your question? I hope so answer your question. So now what is this way we talk about the incompetence of the people, the way they want to lead Cameroon. For 21st century, now what is this way, Eric, what's be named Chris Anu they talk. For 21st century, for 2025, it talks that this is not the 90s. You do run presidential election for rule a country. You get a Facebook page. Facebook page we create them 3 or 6 months ago. Only 6 months ago. After the presidential election, non can pass, and then what? You delete, and then when I abandon the Facebook page, right? If you don't win, you abandon them. If you win, you abandon them. And this is not just inside Tchiroma. Now, ask yourself, say, how many of these political parties, them, except for Maurice Kamto, because Maurice Kamto be more organized, how many of them get a website that produce news, that publish their manifesto, that publish information on a day-to-day basis. They give news, analysis, they educate the population, how to register for elections, when to register, how to get a birth certificate, how to get a national identity card, for help their people the way they're supposed to represent that. How many of them do that? So Chris Anu is actually right. It talks say the momentum they die. Ghost towns here, but it's not enough. It talk as people they only do ghost towns them in the Anglophone zone for 8 years. And now ask you something. When I actually want Issa Tchiroma for succeed, make una listen to me. When I listen good. When they accuse President Paul Biya and the Cameroon government of one thing, where all Cameroonians, but I don't ever hear them, they accuse Paul Biya as being what? If something they will not hate them about President Paul Biya, now wait, una put them for comment section. Write and put up a comment section. What una hate about President Paul Biya? What una always accuse President Paul Biya of doing? What is it where una don't like about President Paul Biya, about the CPTM government? The one thing where all man always talk about, and the answer is not corruption. When I recall it, say wait, absent president, say it there for Switzerland all the time. Say now do nothing government. They do nothing. Anything they happen, they just don't inquire. They need to write, communicate. They need to do nothing. Okay. How would I go to accuse some person say now absentee president, now do nothing government, and then your strategy for removing out of power now for tell you say we too we are going to do nothing and to help you do nothing. So all what President Paul Biya and the Cameroon government need to do is nothing, and they will beat you. And now una strategy that for beat President Paul Biya. Good luck. I don't tell when my country people them. I don't tell when there is only one way. When I don't listen to no political manipulation or whoever they talk. Now only one way exists for Issa Tchiroma to become president of Cameroon right now. Now by military force. You must assemble your own military way go beat President Paul Biya your own military. That's all. Anything else now noise. When I hear me fine. Anything else could be a noise. People go get to die. If Issa Tchiroma could be president for Cameroon, it could be not only by military coup d'etat. Any person will tell una otherwise, na thief, na noise maker. You don't know what they talk about. And they tell una the truth. Whether you like them or not, like they talk, it is bitter, but they go cure the system. Una hear me no? So, Minister Issa Tchiroma get a Facebook page. Now all that, even all these people, the way they help people do free media, like the Mimi Menfo, like Boris Berthold and all these other one, they need Issa Tchiroma need to pay them. If Issa Tchiroma may be serious, if these people were actually they actually get their game together. Now people they like this way, Issa Tchiroma for don't recruit them. 3 years ago, I need to talk about 6 months ago where it decided to leave Paul Biya and then can run for president. No. It's supposed to be a grassroots work, groundwork. What we don't want una. I don't be tell una. I say the only way una go beat President Paul Biya, where una go stand a chance. Now, if all una come together and form one opposition party, one formidable force against President Paul Biya, one, no be two, no be three, one. No, una no do am. Una be talk, I be put water for mop. I know be put water for mop. I be don't analyze them. I be don't see them in the future. Tell una in good time. When for Nigeria, they will form coalition a year and a half before their presidential election for Cameroon. 3 days before the election, they still never form coalition. They talk say we are holding talks. We are holding talks. Clowns. People the way they want to run Cameroon. Simple website, they don't get them. What do you expect me to call them? We will be a millennials, them will be a young people, the way will be an Android generation. You think say Facebook page, now all that way you need them. A website you don't have. Me and the talk as the Kumkumasa, the king of all the black legs. Okay, ma show na. Ma show na. Ma show na. I always talk Martin. I always talk Martin with evidence. Ma show na. When I look on the screen again, when I look on the screen, this one on my website. When I see this website, now my website is www.countrypeople.com. When I go for there, when I will say, now my website, I've been a one individual. I never been a cabinet member for Cameroon government. They need to pay me plenty money, like what a minister they make millions of francs every month. I need to make that kind of amount of money. I not get budget where some money give me from no side. I've been an individual social media activist where I never even journalist where I decide to start this thing for help my people then for enjoy. I create website since 2018. I don't do run them till today. Updates, regular updates. Regular updates. Now, just the past couple of months where I never update the website, but the day for day. When me I be ready, I will continue for the update time. I've been a one human being. I get multiple Facebook pages, them not be one. I get website, I get YouTube channel, I get WhatsApp where I update people them every single day. I'll be one human being. But when I think so, when I own presidential candidate, person we want to run the whole country, it can have one Facebook page. It don't even get website. It don't even get website. Chris Anu is right for that one. It be right. It be right. I get my website. I be one human being, one individual. I not be journalist. I need to report news. For my activism, I get website. It's Tchiroma, one big president of Cameroon. He don't know how to create website. Or I say when I want to say Tchiroma, I don't get money for create website. Or not just incompetence. Or not just now do all the old people the way they don't see the importance for modern technology. They don't see them the importance for website because of create website na ABC. Now it no cost plenty money. I pay now about 15,000 francs every month for maintain my website. The domain name, I pay like 60,000 francs every year. And then, and basically, if you look at all the money I spend for my website, for start the website on the day where I create them, I spend like about 200,000 francs. And then after that, I spend about 30 to 40,000 francs every month for the website. Now all that, it's like Tchiroma never create website. It won't run Cameroon. Chris Anu will bring some person we can talk. Maybe I could make another presentation at a later date for just laugh at the man we be talk. Chris Anu will ask you say, when I want is Tchiroma for be president for Cameroon. Communication, you know, get them. The whole thing will be disjointed. You know, as Chris Anu talk, communication be non-existent. Now only Facebook page when I get them. No website, nothing. Then the excuses where the man give no, you could sleep for floor. You could just talk say these people are not serious. The mentality for our people then, not the problem. Not the problem where we get them. Now my website that, as I say, I'll be one human being, www.countrypeople.com. I don't show one at the website for CPDM, just Northwest. It get their own website where they maintain them every day, just Northwest CPDM. But the whole political party, the whole presidential campaign website when I don't get them. Maybe they get them. I don't know whether they get them. As a matter of fact, now bear with me 1 second. Let's see Tchiroma official your official Facebook page. No, again at Twitter and YouTube. Twitter and Facebook. That is it. So as I talk, my show now, which way me I look at. My show, because I feel Adam on the screen show now. Now bear with me 1 second. I want for show now. So if I look on the screen now, it's actually my official Facebook page that. Okay, we create them when just a few months ago. So okay, for Teuna say it's actually no get for Teuna say it's actually no get website. Ma show na something. Now it's actually my email address that at gmail.com. Tchiroma2025@gmail.com. My email address na info@countrypeople.com. My own domain name where I buy them. It's actually my use now Gmail, Google Mail. You guys are not serious. Masa, when I come off here, you guys are not serious. If you get your own website, if you get Tchiroma2025 or presidential or something at Tchiroma2025.com or something like that. See, again now Instagram, email address, and this Facebook page, Tchiroma2025. Now all that. Who's at the website? If you get them, nobody for see them because now for here they come. If I want to see na Twitter, I get Twitter. in an email address that if we get now, I can't get the official things where inside Tchiroma post and use stuff now from here. So now Facebook page, Facebook campaign, now all that. Not enough. Now leave me alone. This guy is not serious. So I don't tell when I say make if inside Tchiroma want to be president for Cameroon, not only through military coup d'etat. If you think say all of these ghost towns and lockdown, even Chris Anu, he don't tell when I say it is not enough. So Chris Anu, he also talk about something will be important. Now, make a talk before I come off here. Make a talk briefly about Madame Alice Nkom. So, Minister Issa Tchiroma, as I talk, it be my Adam again on the page on the screen. My show, my scroll down for Issa Tchiroma, your official Facebook page. When I see him a few days ago, it be appoint Issa Tchiroma be appoint Madame Alice Nkom for that official communique we put on for Facebook. If we appoint Madame Alice Nkom as the official spokesperson of the elected presidency. So now it call itself to be president and elected presidency decree, of course. Now an appointment, so decree, the francophone system. So it appoint Madame Alice Nkom. I don't see some people them, they come. So now in that Madame Alice now barrister, some people they don't come, even people the way they don't like Issa Tchiroma, they talk for disparage Madame Alice Nkom. Listen, that woman now a very responsible, respected lawyer where me I respect it. I get a telephone number from my phone, even though I never ever message it. A few months ago, even before the presidential election, I be asked Barrister Agbobala for Madame Alice Nkom a telephone number because I be get some other thing where I be want for discuss with where it not get nothing for do with this, and I did not even get the time for talk with ye back then. So it is some person where I don't know ye since a while back. I don't know. And I respect it a lot. So make una know the go for Facebook for going to post disparaging things about that woman. That woman, an 80-year-old woman, yes. And I know why Issa Tchiroma choose Madame Alice Nkom for being spokesperson for Cameroon. No one understands it. First of all, now who else if he accept that responsibility? Now only person where he don't get nothing else for lose. Madame Alice Nkom, when a barrister and a lawyer, he don't fear prison. She's 80 years old. He don't live a life. And he don't fight Cameroon government. Many other ways, many other times, they don't fight Cameroon government. In other times, they don't fight and they don't win. And Cameroon government know ye and respect it. And a wider way, Issa Tchiroma choose ye. Even though just 6 months ago, Madame Alice Nkom and Issa Tchiroma, they were at loggerheads because Issa Tchiroma they work inside the same government. Because this barrister Alice Nkom be fight now against Cameroon government just about 6-7 months ago when Issa Tchiroma was part of the government. So I understand why choosing some people that will talk say, well, but she's 80 years old. This is not the change we want. Now, who go accept for Issa Tchiroma, his spokesperson? Any fear arrest? Say any fear arrest. Some people they don't talk say make Issa Tchiroma appoint the cabinet. Now, who Issa Tchiroma go appoint? If they appoint you, if it's you where you want Issa Tchiroma for be president for Cameroon, if Issa Tchiroma appoint you now, say make you be the minister of communication, make you take over your communication or whatever, you go fit do am, you go do am. You cannot. So Madame Alice Nkom is highly qualified and a person that it don't show the tenacity and say it don't fight Cameroon government, and in some cases that it don't win, and Cameroon government respect it. Now why that way the appointee? So I understand. If me have been for Issa Tchiroma position, now probably the same thing we have for do am. Okay, so some person don't talk to Eric Chinje. So as Songfua Charles, Eric Chinje, yes, good. Another person where he overqualified for B for that position, yes. But who's that Eric Chinje day? In exile, just like Issa Tchiroma. Issa Tchiroma no stupid. He no one for start create way to way amber fools the do am. Oh man, for their leadership they are abroad. Oh man. Minister of this, minister of that, president of that, all the Jangi president, they abroad. Madame Alice Nkom Dena inside Cameroon. And why that way Issa Tchiroma never take the oath of office because he knows say it could just be like the she no white last Ayabacho them and Sako Ikome them and Chris Anu them. If you go take oath of whatever, swearing in or whatever in a foreign country, you can't do that. You make yourself a laughing stock. You cannot do that. It must be inside Cameroon sovereign territory for you for Duam. Now only Cameroonians, they fit ask you that question, a Cameroonian authority, and you answer to Cameroonian because you swear to Cameroonians. You understand? So now why that way, if it do what way it do, or where Chris Anu they do and where they tell you say make it take the oath, make it take the oath, make it do swearing in. Heritage come can talk say they could do the swearing in. It do it no fit. You can only do it in a Cameroon High Consulate or Cameroon Embassy or Cameroon Sovereign Territory. Now, which international country recognize Issa Tchiroma? Now, the next question that, and we'll come to that. So, and like I tell you now, I know one for, so some person, my messenger talks say, Madame Alice deserves that position 100%. Tchiroma, no be fool for choosy. Yes, no be fool. So now, my messenger talk again. Say, hey, Chris Anu go glad small say you don't talk one good thing about ye. Say, I hope say, I hope say our boy don't know for count up to 20. That boy, it count up to 100. It count up to 100 since it not the only count time, it the right time. You understand though? So we'll get Boris Jones Tembago to say my beef with President Paul Biya is his slack way of dealing with Amber picks them. He should take a very hard stance on this Amber. You see what I mean? When they accuse President Paul Biya saying they do enough, now do nothing president, absent president, all of that. Now, when I talk when I want to declare ghost town, fantastic. When I declare ghost town, the only thing President Paul Biya need to do to defeat you is nothing. So when I declare all the ghost towns, all the lockdowns, them, President Paul Biya will do what he knows to do best. Nothing. And when I don't tire for house, when hungry do una go come out can't find job. Una go come out can't find job. So una go ahead with the ghost towns and lockdown, like Chris Anu, they cry, they talk for they say it's not enough. Anyways, I'm having fun. So make we talk about another thing, President, where Chris Anu talk about make I add this one on the screen when I listen. Wait. Before I talk about Chris Anu and the next thing, another thing where I don't see people that talk now say, oh, countryman, look, for Facebook, Issa Tchiroma post only 3 hours ago. It don't get 300,000, 1 million views. It don't get 3,000 shares, 60,000 likes. But Paul Biya post about the funeral of the former Prime Minister Luke. He say, it get now only 6 shares. It get now only. So when I don't be like Amber, when I compare Facebook likes, okay. When I get the 60,000 likes and 2,000 shares for Facebook, and we will control the economy. You win for Facebook, Paul Biya win for natural resources, economy, the military, and everything else, right? When I compare our Facebook likes, Facebook shares, now for the on our own comparison end, I tell you something I contribute them. As I don't talk, I go repeat them. The only way we Issa Tchiroma be president for Cameroon right now as it stands, now military action. You must remove Paul Biya for this now by force. And if you don't get the military for Duam, then reconsider. Do other political calculations them. Now other they tell you, and now exactly what this way Issa Tchiroma done the Duam in the past few weeks. Now why that way when I be here say be silent? Issa Tchiroma, it don't talk with the international community. And in your discussions with the international community, it don't discover, say, it don't get backing. Nigeria don't reject it. Niger don't reject it. Senegal don't reject it. All the other countries we don't talk to, they don't reject it claim. This is a Cameroonian problem that requires a Cameroonian solution. They don't tell you, it no now, it don't get the support from the international community. Whether now for coup d'etat or any other thing we want to do, it don't get them. He has to do it by himself or capitulate. And for that speech, it talks say it not capitulate. So good luck. So when I listen to Chris Anu, then I can talk a little bit more. When I bear with me. So Ma Adam on the screen, why is it not playing? I honestly don't know why this video no replay. I hope to replay for one side. Oh, I understand. I know why I need replay. I get for remove. Maybe I need to do that. Okay. I will remove the video and then add them again. Now bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second. I'll search the video, bring them back. The video is loading.
What it does not. That is the subject of the talking point. A phone call, ladies and gentlemen, placed on November 17 by Marco Rubio. Yes, Rubio. Now wearing the hat of U.S. Secretary of State to Cameroon's longtime ruler, Paul Biya. A call that, according to the official readout, was made to congratulate President Biya on his inauguration, not on his election. That distinction has now set the entire African political commentary class ablaze, triggered debates online, offline, in diplomatic circles, in roadside bars, and even inside the air-conditioned silence of Western.
Okay, my contributor. So when I get the point, so because I don't get plenty time, I not go play the whole video for now. So Chris Andrew the Vex say the American government they recognize President Paul Biya as the legitimate president of Cameroon. And this is the second time. Now I will put some graphic on the screen for make this point, my contributor. I will put some graphics on the screen. Wait, I know why did I not load these graphics? Info. When I bear with me, my load this particular graphic. What we make, I make the graphics now. Forget me for load them up onto the platform where they do the live broadcast. So the graphics is there on the screen right now. My contributor. These countries, the way when I see them on the screen right now, countries them where just a few short lists where I do them in like 10 seconds, where they don't officially recognize President Paul Biya as the legitimate president of Cameroon this November 2025. You get America, the United States of America, it don't recognize President Paul Biya twice, not just one. Russia, the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin himself, personally write to President Paul Biya for congratulating on the re-election and inauguration. Ukraine, Zelensky, now what do they call him? Vladimir Zelensky, it don't write to President Paul Biya for congratulating as well. The United Kingdom as well, the king, it don't write through the foreign office. Senegal, the president of Senegal himself, Bassirou, it don't write to President Paul Biya. Equatorial Guinea don't send the vice president of Equatorial Guinea to Yaoundé, imito President Paul Biya face to face. Gabon, Niger, and the rest, and the list goes on. Now, countries in this way, they don't come on record publicly endorse President Paul Biya as the legitimate president of Cameroon. So when I day here, when I talk, say, oh, countryman, but you don't know which country they support is Tchiroma. So the country, the way they support is Tchiroma, they support them now in hiding. They support them now back. What did they hide? What are they hiding? Because the countries, the way they support President Paul Biya, they support them now publicly, openly. They write letter. America I own, they not only do them once, they do them twice. So when I look on the screen again, I get this graphic where we published them about 3 or 4 days ago. So on the 17th of November 2025, the Secretary of State, Secretary Marco Rubio, he called President Paul Biya for discourse. He congratulated President Paul Biya on the inauguration, and then during the conversation, now what is this way? The American Secretary of State write them for their website. During the conversation, the Secretary and the President discussed deepening the partnership between the United States and Cameroon to advance shared goals, including strengthening security as well as achieving regional peace and prosperity for both nations. Them. And then the Secretary of State for America, he also commend Cameroon. Talks about they do fine job for our fight against terrorism. This one now just 4 days ago, on the 17th of November. This one now the second time where America recognized President Paul Biya, because on the 6th of November 2025, when President Paul Biya take the oath, the swearing in, and the inauguration ceremony, the American ambassador Ebide for Unity Palace for shake hands with President Paul Biya and congratulate him for day. And then the American government be sent congratulations to President Paul Biya on that occasion, and they publish them for their official website, and they publish them for the American embassy for Yaoundé, their website and their Facebook and their social media handles them. And then on the 17th of November, America again, this time around, our senator, now Secretary Rubio, he used to be a senator, he not be senator anymore. Secretary Rubio now called President Paul Biya, and it not just end with a call to President Paul Biya. They go post them for their official Facebook page and their official website. And then the embassy for Yaoundé, they publish them again on the embassy, their Twitter and their Facebook pages. You understand? Twice this month of November. And then when I therefore they talk, say, oh, but countryman, some countries they support, it's actually they support and for back, they hide and hide them. Because the ones the way they call Paul Biya, where they support it, where they send their vice president to go see Paul Biya, they do it publicly, would they do the with the tell Vladimir Putin is send message for Paul Biya in the public. We not understand. So make we not understand. Now why do I tell you say make we not be fooled or carried away by people the way they talk things the way they don't know which way they talk about. Make we not be fooled. So all these countries them they support President Paul Biya publicly. We not need to consider this in we calculations them. If we think so, we want to make Issa Tchiroma president of Cameroon, I don't tell you the only way. Now by force. Now by force. No 2 ways, no day. Me no man no fool you. Talk so when lock na 7-side house, go stand lockdown, na get independence or for Amazonia, or when I go move Paul Biya and then put Issa Tchiroma as president. It will not do it. Even Chris Anu don't tell una. And when I don't already fail ourselves by simple communication, website Issa Tchiroma no get them. It not first even show a sign of seriousness. It doesn't show seriousness. And then some people they can't tell me, say, but countryman, wait till you did talk, wait till you could talk. Issa Tchiroma don't appoint a spokesperson. Okay. And then what? Does that mean you control now the economy? I don't get it. What is there for you to celebrate about? Say don't appoint spokesperson. So now some big news when me are supposed to run around talk about them or Cameroon government go to shake because they don't appoint spokesperson. Come on. So now just some of the few things in that way I can't talk with you now. But before I go, we go back to this graphic where I will post them. So Issa Tchiroma, Nnamdi Kanu for Nigeria, he will be arrested in Kenya and extradited to Nigeria for face charges of terrorism for separatism inside Nigeria. Yesterday, the 20th of November 2025, Nnamdi Kanu will be found guilty on all 3 charges them, and they don't be sentenced to life imprisonment. I remember the Amber Fools them, as stupid as they be, they don't ever learn sense. They can't leave stupid messages from our Facebook page long time ago, years ago. Talk say, hey countryman, Abuja High Court, or some nonsense like that. Say some court for Nigeria be order Nigerian government for release Nnamdi Kanu. How market pass? They release it. Even in this way, they don't sentence it to life. They find it guilty, right? Nnamdi Kanu be found guilty and they don't sentence it to life imprisonment, like Ayuk Tabe and the rest. So separatism, secessionism, no country in the world, they support them. No one country not there for this world where they support separatism. That message now for Amber Fools them, Chris Anu them. I don't hear no. So talking about President Trump, okay, I want to play for now this short video. I will forget me for Adam. I will forget me for Adam video. Where did I even save that video? Now bear with me. Did I download it? I'm not even sure if I download the video. Oh yes, I did. Now the video this. When I watch the video, they load.
welcoming him here with open arms. Well, the Crown Prince has long been isolated, but President Trump is welcoming him here with open arms, even praising his human rights record. So I asked bin Salman, who rarely faces the press, point blank about that record. And to my surprise, he was prepared to answer, but the president was clearly not happy with my questions. Overnight, President Trump capping the Saudi Crown Prince's lavish visit to Washington with an extravagant dinner.
He has become a true partner for peace and prosperity for our countries and for the world and for peace in the Middle East, which was a crowning achievement for both of us.
Trump welcoming Mohammed bin Salman to the White House for the first time in 7 years, with a parade of horses, a military flyover, and a personal tour, pulling out all the stops. It's a remarkable comeback for the Crown Prince. In 2018, the CIA under Donald Trump determined bin Salman orchestrated the gruesome murder of Saudi dissident and Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi. But President Trump clearly irritated when I asked the Crown Prince about it. Your Royal Highness, the U.S. intelligence concluded that you orchestrated the brutal murder of a journalist. 9/11 families are furious that you are here in the Oval Office. Why should Americans trust you? And the same to you, Mr. President.
Who are you with?
I'm with ABC News, sir. The president defending the Saudi leader, saying things happen, even criticizing Khashoggi, the journalist who was murdered and dismembered.
You're mentioning somebody that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about, whether you like him or didn't.
So the reason why I play for now that video, this video where President Trump in the talk to the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, we welcoming for White House now 2 days ago. Now the Crown Prince that way, American FBI, they talk saying now that Crown Prince it be order the murder of a journalist, Khashoggi, Jamal Khashoggi, or whatever, for Istanbul. They catch the man, they take and go for Saudi embassy for Saudi embassy for Istanbul. They torture you, they kill him, and then cut his skin, he body them into pieces. Okay, now that same Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, that way Donald Trump now they make their deals, they shake hands, they laugh. You know why? Money. Just like how President Donald Trump, when this Ukraine and Russia war, he talks about that war. He say if Ukraine be prepared for pain, then they go support. If Ukraine not pay, then they support them. So there is a new world order. The Trump Tower for Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. Now the reason that Donald Trump is making his money. Okay, Donald Trump, they built a Trump $20 million US investment in Saudi Arabia. They are making their money. So not there for them, they think they so President Donald Trump, he could do something, or American government go can't fight for Cameroon for Tchiroma because a democracy. Gone are those days where when we talk about America and democracy. This is the Trump era. Just a few days ago, Donald Trump, they talk about striking Nigeria. Why? Because he watched some news article. They talk, say, what are they call themselves? Boko Haram, they attack Christians for Nigeria. So Donald Trump get palaver now with Nigeria now with Tinubu. He don't get problem now with Paul Biya. They could not understand. And Donald Trump and the Republican Party, they hate Muslims. Guess who is Tchiroma be? Muslim. Una hear me fine. Ma tell una. So una get to read the cards. Una get to look at the situation. Donald Trump right now, a problem we get them inside Africa. He want bomb in Nigeria. Say Nigerian government need to protect Christians for day. And then when I think say this, where una want my explain for na how. I don't even talk go reach how Israel they control America and Israel and Cameroon they then a hand inside glove. Now whatever Cameroon it never recognized Palestine as a sovereign state. Cameroon now only one of two countries them in the whole of Africa where they never recognize Palestine. It no matter what crime you do, it no matter what way you do. Donald Trump himself said the cry for America just about 4.5-5 years ago, say the thief election. Yes. For America, now America will do be Cameroon. When I hear me final. So before I end, I go quickly talk about this next one way now cabinet reshuffle, because at the end of every presidential election, you know, the president usually do cabinet reshuffle where it could take some ministers them out, bring someone them in, or move someone them to different positions. And just like how Tchiroma be being a minister for communication before 2018 presidential election, and then by 2019 they move inside Tchiroma from communication to vocational training. Okay, so election don't pass, they don't swear in, inauguration don't pass. The next thing we will wait now cabinet reshuffle. So now the Anglophone, ministers the way they day in cabinet now them days. Unfortunately, now only 3 women the day for day. It be majority men them. No, without any specific order. So we get the prime minister, head of government, when His Excellency Chief Dr. John Gutte, he be 71 years old, he come from Dian Division for Southwest Region. He be appointed for January 2019. So now the prime minister that. We also get, in no particular order, we get Minister Paul Tasong Njukang, when from Libya, let me come on, our second favorite Bangwa man, because we're number 1 Bangwa man, our favorite Bangwa man, now Beltus Atesong. So Minister Paul Tasong been a minister delegate to the Minister of Economy, Planning and Regional Development in charge of planning. So Minister Paul Tasong be in charge of planning for that ministry. Okay, we also get Minister Long Paul Chair, Minister Deputy Secretary General at the Presidency of the Republic. Now, Bakosi man, I need to wear Bakosi face everywhere he goes. He looks so Bakosi is unreal. So we'll get Minister Paul Antanganji, Molinex, Minister for Territorial Administration from Mezab. Need I say more? No. We'll get Minister Sherry Kilo, when our Secretary of State to the Minister of Basic Education, it come out for Northwest as well. I think na Ngoketunjo na Bui Division, it come out. We'll get Mengot Victor Are Nkongo, Minister Chargé de Mission at the Presidency of the Republic. Okay, we also get Minister Fu Callistus Gentry, when a Minister of Mines, Industries and Technological Development, it come out from Donga Mantong. I think that Mr. J, if I'm not mistaken. We also get Do Jerome, when Secretary of State to the Minister of Justice and Keeper of the Seal in charge of penitentiary or penitentiary administration. Okay, we also get Minister Paul Gogomo, where he did work inside presidency as well. It come out from Gokatunja. Naiwe, Amber terrorists, them no pity, they be Bonnie House at the beginning of this nonsense for 2017. We'll get Minister Felix Bayou. It work in external relations as Minister Delegate to the Minister of External Relations in charge of relations with the Commonwealth. It come from Old Town, Bamenda. We also get Minister Nalova Leonga, when a Minister of Secondary Education. Strong Remy. So now just a few of the ministers of Cameroon, and now all the ministers where they did in cabinet position inside Cameroon government, where they come out in the Anglophone zone. So with the hopes that they go add them, they go add more, especially as Anglophone zone do very well with this presidential election. As President Pobia go see, I'm saying we do very well, we vote for ye. So add we one or two ministers. We are always no contraband day here advocating for Minister of Kum distribution. Of course, I jest. So, my contributor, that is it. I don't get time for can read all plenty comments there, because for 2 p.m. I get to be somewhere else. 2 p.m. for we here, when at 3 p.m. for Cameroon. So I sorry say I no go through now comments them, might just see a few of them. We'll get Catholics online. It's a democracy is just how you define it. Besides, democracy doesn't concern Africa. We should define our own terms. Exactly. So that nonsense when I talk about democracy, the American way of defining Donald Trump to make no money. If you pay, he will give you what you want. Donald Trump even talks say if you can't give it say if you invest $5 million US for America, it give you plus citizenship. It will give you citizenship all the way one time. It will make no money. Okay. So El Shaddai means it talks say life is a choice. Even in the USA, there are some of them who decide to travel to other countries to live their lives there. Of course. Okay. So it talk now to Robert. Robert, it talk nonsense. I go block you, delete you. You know most like me, idiot. Okay. So I know if you read all my comments, I get to be somewhere. I get to run downstairs now, jump for my motor, vroom, run. I get to go pick up my boss from nursery. Get to run. So Masamimbo talks say Isa Tchiroma is having a taste of his own medicine. He helped to architect Cameroon to what it is today. What he did to come to is being done to him by Ntanganji, not turn by turn. Okay, so Meme Central talk say Christopher Anu thinks say Isa Tchiroma na fool for come online to declare things them like Aba fools they be doing. Okay, so and then Meme Central continues to say Meme Central continue for talk say if any country be the support Isa Tchiroma, I tell you, they for don't come talk am since of course them sister they can't talk am. Okay, so it don't try for get international support, it no get them. Okay, thank you plenty. I hope I don't answer some of my questions. Them I get exactly 3 minutes for run. Go pick up my boss. I end it here.